Alright, Kakarot22 gamer tag, by the way. Here to make another video using one of my lower level accounts just to verify. We're doing a Rancor solo. Let's go to the guild. There you go. If you're familiar with my other videos, I play as Roxy. That's my last name. I made that Revan video where I showed you how to unlock him. I've also done this previously on my main account. It has power, whatever, galactic power of like 3,400,000 plus, which I created this account just shy of a year ago. Galactic powers 1,644,000. I know my broadcasting picture is covering that. I just never know where to put this circle. It's like if I put it down here, people don't see my tags. If I put it over in the bottom right, they don't see my tags. If I put it in the bottom left, they don't see what guild I'm not promoting a guild or anything like that, but it's just I do various videos, so please subscribe. I think this will be informative, and as always, free to play. And please hit me up, guys. I'll get down camera. Bud Light Gamer. And never to trash to game, so let's see what we're doing here. Alright, so we're looking at a Rancor solo. I know a lot of people try to explain it, but I'm just gonna do it visually, as I do with most of my videos. No bells and whistles, and I have to turn the game sound down because I don't pay royalties, because I don't get paid to do this, so it's just purely for entertainment and education. So, what we got here? Rancor, huh? We'll battle him, huh? Actually, let's look at the characters. It's not gonna be that. First off, I mean, hands down, I think you're MVP, and this character is very easy to access. Mr. Tebow. I don't have him geared extremely crazy. I mean, you're just using him for his leader ability, which basically puts people into stealth. And what it does is it also gives you turn meter, and he's super handy because his basic attack I'll show, also removes, while in stealth, turn meter 25%. That's pretty huge. The whole fight involves, I mean, you basically, to solo this, you do not want your enemies to obviously get an attack while you're hitting them the whole time. So, I mean, that leader ability is pretty strong. A lot of people look at, I mean, Vader lead's really popular, but it's gonna get you far, but Tebow's gonna get you all the way through the raid. And if you have the right build up, you could actually auto solo. So I may get to that point. I can do that on my main account, no problem. I put on auto, it's like done in 20 minutes, but this is kind of like a mid-level, free-to-play-ish kind of demonstration. So I will be using CLS. Mr. Commander Luke. His abilities are all great. the only thing is, obviously, to do this, you wouldn't need his leader ability max. Actually, the only one you would, I mean, it binds all things is his most important. So, and then we'll look at other possibilities. Uh, Definitely gonna go with, and if you don't have Thrawn, he's basically just somebody you're replacing. Okay, so his ability, ebb and flow, uh, counters, fracture is always handy, especially against taunt in the first phase when they're taunting. But so he makes the first phase very easy. He's not necessary for the actual Rancor part of it. Um, but I mean, he's replaceable by a lot of people would replace him with either Jin Urso or Rex. Uh, but free to play, if you're just trying to get push past the first phase and you're doing a solo, free to play, easy character that everyone's has because he has a galactic ship is Admiral, or I'm sorry, Admiral Akbar. I was trying to like mix Grad Admiral Khan and Akbar. Anyway, and I don't have him crazy geared or anything. I don't even have his mods sliced. I don't even know if I have the right mods on him. It doesn't matter. I mean, the Rancor raids pretty much designated for level 80 characters. So, and then two extremely accessible free-to-play characters are TIE Fighter Pilot and Royal Guard. So that's what we're going to be going with. Just letting you see their mods and kind of their gear levels, etc. before we get into it. Nothing crazy. I mean, it should just be pretty straightforward. This you can put it on auto at some point, but I don't recommend it for the first phase until you wipe out the two ads. Then you can auto basic at that point. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I'll show you how to solo it, no problem. Just by demonstrating what I'm dealing with a mid-level kind of team, and etc. So, also this, if you get the solo and you complete it, I haven't decided 100% if that's what I'm going to do. It does get you a character portrait and also a title, like for Pit Fighter, that you were the high score person in the raid. And I solo a lot of this. I mean, it's a guild I made with 3 different accounts I rotate, and there's just one other person that happens to play. I don't even know who he is, but he always contributes. So that's probably, I've explained that it will give you the title, etc. But I also left him a message that if he would like to watch the video and do it himself, feel free, because I don't want to like kind of burn the bridge of, hey, I'm going to take the title, I don't really care. So I may just demonstrate how to do this and then quit out of, evade the raid. So we'll see. But here we go. We will battle. With this team, just kidding. So we'll go Tebow lead. Right. I don't think the order matters other than your leader. Don't need Savage. Or, man, I'm fat fingered today. It's a tiny iPhone 5. My backup accounts are just like old phones that I use over Wi-Fi. and we'll definitely throw on Thrawn here. He is replaceable if you have Rex or Jen leveled up, but I feel like they're harder to level up than actually having access to Thrawn, which, I mean, I've always stressed early on for gamers to get that Phoenix squad. It's so helpful. The Rebels, the light side, they have their own event. They unlock so much for you. And if you're trying to get your 50 wins, since they adjusted it from like I want to say it was 200 before in Galactic War, Phoenix Squad early on is just kind of like a auto get through galactic battles, which is money, crystals, character shards for you. It's extremely important. So if you don't have Phoenix Squad, well then yes, you're gonna have Akbar here, or focus on Rex. I would say you're gonna need it for a possible cleanse, but it's not absolutely necessary either. There are many different variations you can do here. You only need a cleanse on the first phase of this fight, so it's not extremely important. So, TIE Fighter Pilot, Tenacity down. So in the first phase, it might look like, oh man, I'm building up turn meter, yada yada yada. He's not great for reducing turn meter. Tebow, Thrawn, and CLS will do that for you. If you don't have Commander Luke Skywalker, it's also replaceable. He's replaceable with Qui-Gon's basic. So it's a lot of RNG and some patience to kind of get through this. I'm just trying to give a demonstration and get through this quickly. Royal Guard. He basically he's your punching target that gives you health up. That's about it. And really, like, if you have Thrawn, this is just kind of overkill. But anyway, we'll get right into it. We'll see a little bit of the strategy. Oh, and please subscribe. I always pander that. Forgive the pandering. Most important here is you're gonna want to knock down his turn meter. So I'd probably start right off the bat, and then focus on the Gamorrean guards, like trying to take them out while mitigating turn meter. So since we have the fractured ability buff there, I'm gonna use fracture here. I'm gonna get Tebow in stealth, and then I'm gonna try to knock that turn meter back down. And then we'll deal with the weaker one first. That's fine. Go ahead and buff him up. Turn meter there a little bit. I'm not worried about his. Get health up. Take out that first guard. Shouldn't be an issue. We'll go ahead and get Royal Guard's protection up just to try to get the fight up a little bit. We'll take him out. The turn meter there, he's gonna take a turn possibly, unless Tebow gets his licks in. I mean, your go-to is going to be your middle attack with CLS. But Tebow can remove quite a bit of turn meter as well, so I'm not trying to oversimplify it, or if I am, I apologize. I'm just trying to show you step by step how you would deal with this situation. Alright, everyone. No, I'm gonna cancel that because everyone's good. So I'll just hit him. Might do an ability block there, but sometimes you get speed down, etc. Luke's basic also removes turn meter, which is pretty handy. And if this information is redundant, I apologize. I know a lot of videos are out there. I know there's Warrior and Mobile Gamer and you know, a lot of people out there with information as well that's outdated a bit. So this is just for players that maybe they're not keeping up on their content, but I just wanted to show and demonstrate that this team's still viable. It's still a very easy way to solo the Rancor, and you know, free to play. It's a very fun game. It's got a lot to it. I don't care for the ships too much, but other than that, it's not too bad. So far, he just got that one turn off, but he didn't really do anything other than try to buff himself. I'll try ability block and try to knock that whole turn meter down. I don't want him to really get anything, and so far the team is healed all the way back up, protection and health. Big Red's the only one that took any damage. He's our punching dummy. And a little turning there. Hopefully get that all down. Yep. Get a fracture. I mean, even if you lose Big Red, you can pretty much four-man this at this point in the game. Ah, the cigarette went out. Dang it. Dangle bangle. Anyway. It's not horrible, so we'll just okay, well, Tebow stepped up. Good for him. But yeah, I think you could almost, at this point, once you knock the two out, I'm just being cautious because I'm trying to show you just a very simple way to deal with this. Fracture also removes turn meter, by the way. But if you autoed it, I would recommend doing auto. First round, auto basic, and you're basically, if you have CLS, and definitely Tebow's the MVP here. Hands down, Tebow's the MVP. Gator does what Gator wants. It's a sports reference for those unfamiliar, by the way. I don't know if he was actually a Tim Tebow reference, but we'll see. So it's halfway. I'm gonna go ahead and use that just in case. It's fine. I'm gonna recharge that. I'm gonna use it again. He's already... you're never really going to use Tebow's third ability unless you're in a rush in the last stage, or you just do it in auto and for some reason they decide they're going to do it for you. Fracture will knock that down. if he's in stealth, he's going to remove that turn meter. He's so awesome. It's a little less than half, so I'll just risk it with the basic attacks. So I'll go ahead and fast forward. Well, I don't do edits, but actually I'll do this. Yeah, I'll let it auto for a while just to see what they're doing. If that turn meter gets above half, though, I'll throw it off auto and put it on basic. And we'll go that next phase. Should be able to see what attacks they're using. See, he did that super jump. But once you have those ads down, it's just merely a matter of mitigating the fact that you don't want him to take a turn. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy about my team building here. Just for time purposes, trying to the video somewhat bearable. Let's see. This could be just, I mean, once I get the Rancor going, this could just be an auto run. Just to see if you get your title, your character portrait, and you autoed it and all that fun stuff, and whatever gear they give you, all those goodies. Oh, CLS. Bam! Thrawn is just, he's a beast. He's definitely one of my favorite characters in this game. Oh yeah, there we go. Get that fracture. That tenacity down is always fun too. So if you don't have like crazy potency mods to where you're always, I mean, Tebow, I have the potency mods and I try to level them up as much as possible. That's definitely important for him to hit his basic to remove the turn meter. You actually want to hit, so potency is important on him, and CLS. A lot of people say speed, but I'm assuming you're doing this, and I'll take it off auto. I'm assuming so this video demonstration is assuming somebody doesn't already have the solo team of CLS lead mixed with Han, because I mean this is what you're doing the raid for, is Han. So I'm trying to give you that presentation. There are videos out there that definitely will show you a two-man version of soloing the Rancor with purely gear 10 or 11, CLS lead, Max Zeta with also Han Zeta, so you don't really have to worry about the door here. Once again, it's just all about mitigating the turn meter there. So we'll try to wipe that out. Just trying to make sure he's set. I'll throw it back on auto while I was trying to explain that, but this phase can be dangerous. So I would recommend, unless you're really comfortable with your characters doing what they need to do, or if you So I wouldn't necessarily. This is an auto team, somewhat to a point. Sometimes you have bad luck, or bad RNG. I mean, it's just like all games. Sometimes it's just this guy on phase 2 and 3. He can swallow Thrawn and game over, or CLS. He's done that to me before. So I'm getting a little lucky here. Um, but you're able to manage that a bit more if you're actually playing the fight yourself rather than throwing it on auto with the 4 times speed. If you were to be using a team that was the same build minus, let's say you don't have Thrawn and Commander Luke, and you're using Akbar and Qui-Gon, which is also a possible team. There are team build websites that will let you know if it's possible for such characters to actually complete the raid on solo. It won't tell you auto solo, but it'll tell you if you have a team that's capable of that, and you actually have to work your way through it like a chess match. So far they're soloing just fine. I'll just have to watch myself there so I don't burn my guilty. Sometimes I think he's like, hey man, you start a raid. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm doing another video. We don't use Discord, so the communication is purely just game chat, so my meaning. So if he happens to watch this video, I apologize, Wilhelm. Everyone still has full everything. Somehow he got an attack because he's at 14 rather than the 15. Possibly. I don't know. I do pause in between the phases just to make sure it gets set up. Just so it's kind of like a straight shot. And please subscribe. Please. I need subscribers. I don't know why I need subscribers. I think I need subscribers. All you gotta do is click a button. You don't even have to, like, I don't even harass people with, like, alerts or anything like that. But much appreciated. Or don't. I don't know. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna, like, I don't know. I watch some of these websites and I'm like, they're like, subscribe and you're getting a free PlayStation 4 Pro, and I'm like, my God. You have like 10,000 subscribers and like 100,000 views, and I'm like, and they're like, but we gave away one PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm like, that doesn't even pay for it. I don't believe it. You basically have one of your friends subscribed who said, oh yeah, it's legit. So I never subscribe to those types of videos because I don't believe in like the free giveaway thing. I feel like that's shady. Especially when a lot of those websites are just trying to, like, I don't know what they're doing, trying to expose like endings to Marvel movies, etc. based on them just like checking IMDb, shit like that. I'm just like, man, hacks. So almost through this phase. This team hasn't had any issue. And underscore 3 awesome free-to-play characters. Tebow, TIE Fighter Pilot, and Royal Guard. And two of those characters work on Zader teams, so do not discount them on any level. TIE Fighter Pilot's like awesome for ships. Uh, he is viable in arena. He is viable for this raid. He is someone that's basically handed to you based on achievements or just how they're trying to level you through ships and give you character shards and events, etc. He's basically handed to you, as is Royal Guard. And Tebow's he's one of the easiest farms there is. You're gonna find. So I don't know, the guildy I have, I'm like, man, have you watched videos of Rancor solos? So he's like, yeah, but I don't have those characters. I'm like, alright, well, you know, typing, whatever, I don't use Discord much. I would, I guess, if I was in an actual guild, but I just kind of solo everything. And I was like, well, I will make you a video personally of like, and I looked at his roster, which I will look at the roster. Again, at the end of the video, just to show that it's perfectly plausible for him to be solo autoing this stuff as well. At one point, he was like, "Why are you doing so much damage? And why is it with like one of these two characters?" I'm like, "Well, this raid's not very difficult at this point in time." He's working on advanced characters, so get on him. We're still kind of trying to figure out how to solo the tank raid, I guess. So, and I know he needs his Han shards. He's only at 5 stars. I know he's close to getting him at 6 stars, so I'll grind it out with the kid. Alright, so I just popped that off, just because the transition between the phases. It may not have been necessary, but this particular phase, this and the third phase are annoying just because he can swallow. That sounded bad. But just trying to save some of the bigger cooldowns for, you just never know what kind of turn meter you're dealing with just when he pops in. You could be dealing with possibly a full turn meter, so. Anyway, same team, still plugging away. You don't have to worry about the transition here. I can leave it on full auto and just see what the team does. He didn't get too big of a boost. Throw a little fracture on him. Make sure that turn meter goes. Oh, come on, man. See that turn meter? No, man. Why is that? There we go. Got it back down to 0. I just wanted to see it at 0 and then I'll let it go. one attack there, and yeah, see, that was close. But hopefully this is entertaining for someone to watch. Just watching a Rancor get killed, or just getting familiar with some of these free-to-play characters, etc. Oh, we're knocking down doors now. Oh, there we go. Ooh, ooh. Steering meter doesn't matter while he's under the door. Oh, and it immediately knocked him down, so that's not bad. Alright, well, I will definitely let this play out. I will leave you with some music, I guess. The soothing sounds of the rain in the background, I suppose. Oh, I missed something there. Oh, because of the door. I was like, why is he down to 14? But hopefully this, I mean, ultimately, hopefully this is an accurate visual guide that shows you exactly, I mean, even early on, these characters are easily obtainable. You're gonna get, I don't know. I guess Thrawn's the hardest to achieve, somewhat. But and just while we're watching this play out, a lot of people feel challenged by the Thrawn fight. It's annoying. You're not gonna do it on auto. And yes, you're gonna have to eventually level a Phoenix squad up to level 85, which at some point this kind of team's using Zetas anyway, which you would need him past 82. For him, ultimately, when I did it the first time on my main account, there was only one useful Zeta I used on his fight, and that was Garazeb's, kind of his version of Fracture, to where it's unblockable and it does double damage. I know a lot of people go with other versions of it, but I just went really basic the first time around, and I got him, no problem. And I still use the same strat. Basically, everyone was like gear level 8, that was it. I've done a video on that as well. And I used Garazeb, his Zeta, and it's annoying that you're wasting mats for one fight, but Thrawn's super, he's useful in every raid, he's useful in every aspect of Arena, Galactic War, etc. He's one of the most utilitarian characters you're gonna find. So he was worth it, and definitely Zeta his ebb and flow. Commander Luke is he's a little trickier because you're leveling up characters. Two, yes, for sure. Uh, the grind on old Ben's kind of annoying, but you definitely use Leia. You definitely use Stormtrooper Han, especially for credit heists, etc. Everyone needs to have R2, Rebel, Light Side, etc. So it's kind of a tricky balance. So how you're gonna get R2 to get Commander Luke? You're gonna be using two of these characters anyway. TIE Fighter Pilot and Big Red. They are Empire, and Tarkin is also something I would suggest because not only does he have a capital ship, he is just amazing with the potency and things that are in the game up to date that you just need. And Vader, of course, with your challenges, etc. And then Emperor Palpatine, you're gonna get him, no problem. Because you're gonna be working on Rebels, and guess who got me, Emperor Palpatine? Not originally, but in this facet of the game, was my Phoenix Squad. Hence, I got Thrawn. So, I mean, you just gotta look at that kind of balance. Phoenix Squad, work on the basic Empire characters, Vader, Palpatine, TIE Fighter Pilot, Big Red, throw in, Tarkin. There you go, there's your big five. Throw in your other big five of Phoenix Squad. You're getting really far in this game really early. Then you start working on, once you have R2 unlocked, you're working on Leia, Stormtrooper Han. Akbar is super important, as well as he also has a galactic ship, so. It's just, it's a fun game. And TiVo's such an easy grind. You literally get them out of Galactic War, and once you have those teams, Galactic War becomes, like, such an auto, especially with Phoenix Squad. They're horrible, they look like trash, they're trash, but they get you so far. I know a lot of people are into Ezra Bridger, and that's when I was saying, oh, I Zeta Garazeb, people would be like, you're a fucking moron, but, like, his Zeta ability isn't nearly as potent as, especially on the Thrawn fight, as Garazeb, so, sorry, Ezra. I'm sure you have a future once people unlock Revan. I'm sure. Mixed with the Yoda, for sure. Because, I mean, to unlock Revan, I had to build up 3 trash characters that I probably T3 and 4 that I'll never use, and Zalzabar that I'm probably. I mean, he's kind of useful, but I don't think I'll ever use Mission or Mission. However the hell you pronounce your name. Mission Val. This transition's not super important because I've already basically given you the solo, and I may back out of the fight just because I want that guildie to maybe get his achievement ahead of mine, just because I'm not trying to be a dick about it. We'll see how this goes. Or I may just be a dick. I don't know. We'll see. To be or not to be a dick. Oh, look at that turn meter. At this point, he's just gonna knock someone out. Or kill him. He can't swallow you, so. Alright. He'll forgive me. I may just let it just play through so I can once again give you a video that shows you the title and shows you your rewards and the achievement, etc. Or not. I don't know. I can be patient, make another video. But at this point, you would be, if I were to stop fighting right now and just, I don't know, give him a go if he wasn't willing to try to figure out how to solo this, I would still get that, and Big Red at this point is expendable. I would still get those things. And this is something I can easily take down on my other account. At this point, this team would be the high score team, since we posted 0 scores just for that 24-hour period. Oh yeah, stun away, buddy. You do your thing. Now, what's funny about this is, okay, so the teams I've explained before, if you didn't have Commander Luke or Thrawn, well, by now Akbar would be dead, and you'd be dealing with Qui-Gon. They will push into Phase 4, but I don't think they're going to get you all the way through it. Commander Luke can actually go toe-to-toe with this guy, if you have all his Zeta abilities. Especially, It Binds All Things and his leader ability, they kind of like, you get a double stack on him. So as much as his turn meter wants to go, your turn meter is quicker and you're hitting way harder. Just saying, I mean, this team's still healing and hitting and doing just fine. I'll try to keep the video, I don't know, I feel like it's educational. Come on. Try to keep it under that hour mark, I guess. Guess I'll just make another video. I'll probably back out, make another video on auto solo where I'm not doing so much explanation. Or I could show you a video involving me replacing Commander Luke and Thrawn with Akbar and Qui-Gon. Once it gets down to 10%, I am gonna back out because I'm not a dick. I was just messing around. I even posted that to my guildie and I was like, hey man, I'm making a YouTube video, don't think I'm getting crazy right now. There's no way he could touch my damage anyway, but it's funny too, because he has 1 million more galactic power. If that's a thing, but you just have to know what characters are feasible in certain areas. Anyway, this would be how you solo him. Obviously, this would be a solo run that would be successful. I'll stop it there. Just simply go to the retreat. and I have a 0 score. There we go. It's like it never happened. Anyway, it's very applicable. I don't know, I'll definitely hit this guy up again. I mean, I feel like he has the tools. Yeah, he's got CLS. He's got Targan. His galactic power is 2,240,000. Yeah, like, he's a higher level than me. For some reason, he can't solo, though. I don't know why. He has Director Krennic. He'd be using Director Krennic in place of, excuse me. Using Krennic in place of, Thrawn. I don't think he was able to unlock Thrawn for some reason. Well, he has him unlocked, but, like, I think he only has him at 6 stars. Anyway, thanks for watching, and, as always, be safe.